Hey there, Cancer. I hope you guys are doing really well. It is June 2021. I want to go ahead and get into a reading for you guys. Hi, Marcel. I have been doing this little thing where I meditate before the reading and just ask what messages need to come through, if there's anything that I need to share with you guys. And so I got a few things. I got 4 little messages, which are kind of interesting. So the first one was takeoff. All right, and please, I'm more of a photographer. I can't draw for shit, you guys. This is a little, what are they called? Hot air balloon, like going up in the air. Look at, there you are. Look at happiness. Take off, significant detachment, watching things get smaller and smaller, intentional distancing. Yeah, so the vision I had was basically just literally setting off in this air balloon and things getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Like you're in an airplane and you see, all of the land and the separations in the land, and somehow it all starts looking like a patchwork quilt. Things get smaller and smaller. So and it felt like what was happening was it felt like good. It felt really, really good to like get that distance and complete difference in perspective. I almost felt like I didn't want to come back down. That's what it felt like. So I don't know what you're going through, if you need to detach from something intentionally, but there we go, up in your little, your little fucking jalopy air balloon. Oh my God. Okay. Then we have pearls before swine, sharing your knowledge with those that want it, pulling back from those who do not. Now, I don't know if you're giving your energy away to people or sometimes sharing too much or trying to be too helpful with people. It felt like there was a certain type of rejection here. And I don't know if that's like somebody rejecting you because they don't want your help, they don't want your knowledge. And it was kind of like, but I have this knowledge to help you. I've gone through these things to help you. Why don't you want to listen to my take on it? Why don't you take this to heart? And it felt like you had some valid things to say, some really integral, important choice information to share with somebody. But maybe that person wasn't ready to hear it, or maybe that person just didn't even want to hear it. Sometimes people do that, especially when ego is involved. It felt like somebody's ego was involved and they just didn't want to like accept what was being given. And so maybe it's important for us to pull back and give to people who do want it and who are ready for that information. This next one was really, really interesting because I'm like, what the hell are we talking about? Okay. So literally summer vibes, feeling good in your body, looking good, looking for external elevation. That was kind of interesting just because it felt like we were trying to get elevation in our senses, a different perspective on things, kind of lift our spirits. And maybe it felt like we were kind of like in seclusion for too long, or I don't know, it just felt like we were held down for too long for some reason. And we're trying to get different things to enliven our senses, to bring us back to life, to give us a different sense of, And so what this really made me feel like, Cancer, was a perfume, like me trying to talk to somebody about perfume, because keywords: fresh, creamy, beachy, comforting. Like, why am I talking about these things? Like, are you like, I wear perfume to actually help elevate my mood. I wear perfume to take me out of a funk. So maybe that's the association that I'm making here, Cancer. But like, it was definitely like legit summer vibes, like feeling good in your body, looking good, feeling your best. And I love that. Like, I don't know if you're needing external validation. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you need external validation, go for it. Seek it out. Do it. If you're not feeling comfortable in your body, start working on it if you want to. Only you can change that. But what I'm feeling here is like wanting to change your perspective or the way you're feeling, or like a mood boost or a mood elevator. Yeah, I don't know. I kept getting like, what I kept smelling was like coconutty, creamy, suntan lotiony, like beachy vibes. That's what I kept smelling. So I don't know if that's something that you guys need to do or pay attention to, but so be it. And the last message: acupuncture. I don't know if you need acupuncture, but acupuncture came in loud and clear. So could be something there. You could use acupuncture for elevating your mood. People do it for pregnancy. People do it to open up channels in the body where they're stuck. Meridian flows aren't flowing, you know. So if that's something of importance to you, yeah, check it out. So let's go ahead and get some cards out here for you guys. Hope you guys are doing really well. Show me energy for the sign of Cancer, June 2021. June 2021 for Cancer, please. A little past, present, and future upcoming energy for you guys. Show me for the sign of Cancer, please. 7 times. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Cancer. So those are broken, and now I'm going to go ahead and get a card from this. Show me for Cancer. One more. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Okay. So you have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. For those of you dealing with like body issues or starting to want to feel better in your body, definitely start making those physical changes. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Most definitely. Try not to beat yourself up about things that you have control over, but maybe didn't take opportunity on this time. Whatever it is, if there's a failure in your life, try not to burn yourself out about it. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And sometimes there's no greater goal to succeed. So there you go. Patience is also at the bottom of the deck. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so we've already shuffled these. Let's go ahead and get past energy out. 2 cards for past. We have the 4 of Pentacles coming through here. You have the Page of Wands. Present energy, the Hermit. Virgo energy. You have the 2 of Pentacles here. The Empress. And you have the 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers on these guys. Bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. It's a nice card, right? Which deck? This one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Thank you. Oh my God, fucking pick a deck. It's this one. Okay. Show me the 4 of Pentacles for Cancer, please. Thank you. I'm being told to put things upright. The Ace of Cups. Show me the Page of Wands. 6 of Cups. Show me the Hermit. 10 of Swords for the Hermit. 2 of Pentacles. No, that's way too many cards. This deck is so slippery. Show me the 2 of Pentacles, please, for Cancer. Thank you. Okay, you are meant to have a bunch of cards here. You have the 2 of Swords coming through. Judgment. 2 of Cups. Temperance. Show me the Empress here for Cancer. You have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. You have the Five of Pentacles. And show me the Six of Pentacles for Cancer, please. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a second, and I will be right back. Thanks, Cancer, for your patience. I had to get these organized a little bit and straighten them out just because that was kind of bugging me. Grab some water because I'm notorious for not having water when I need to drink. So, what I'm picking up from this energy, Cancer, I'm feeling in the past energy, feeling like you might have been maybe a little bit more fulfilled back then than where we're at now. And it's not a terrible thing. It's just what I'm picking up from this is like changes in the body, the natural process of aging, losing our younger appeal, gaining weight. I feel here that there's something in the past where you really, some of you felt highly, like, I don't want to say highly prized, but you cared about a certain way that you looked or you appeared or something. There was something about that felt good to you. You were in better shape. And it feels like we're kind of looking back on that energy for some reason. You know, it feels like there's an energy here where we want to become more motivated. I would say also not beating ourselves up here. That Ace of Cups did fly in reverse. I was told to put it up. But like, like if you're dissatisfied on an internal level, emotional level, it's important to start to see yourself through a lens of love, see yourself through kindness and compassion here, you know, and try not to be so rigid about things if possible. I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, we're holding on to a lot of importance to that, you know, and I'm not saying you can't have that again, because it shows very clearly that we try to make efforts to get back to feeling good again, but try not to hold on to that past energy as that was how it was and that's the only way it can be and I was the best then and now I'm a schlub. It's not about that. And this resonates with whomever it resonates with. This is not for every single person, okay? But I feel here, though, it's like you guys either were doing something back in your past where you really felt vital, where you felt like you were creative and expressing your passions. It felt like you may have been somebody who was a very daring person. You know, you were very explorative and excited to be on board with things, trying new things. You know, I don't know if that was something about you, but it feels like we want to try and at least get back to some of that energy, breathe life back into the person that we once were. And I want to say, you know, maybe for some of you, it feels really far off in the distance now. Maybe that's what that whole, like, you know, the air balloon feeling when I was looking at something, it's like getting distance and distance. And when I was up there in that air balloon, though, it felt good. It felt like I wanted to create distance, significant detachment, watching things get smaller and smaller, intentional distancing. You know, it felt good, but maybe we want to get back to that a little bit. I don't know if that was a bad time in your life or a good time, but I'm feeling it was probably good. So let's go ahead and clarify this a little bit. Yeah, I mean, literally flying out of the deck here, you have the Ace of Wands. I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups coming out with the Ace of Cups here. So whatever this was, it was something that you very much loved, you felt good about. I don't know if this was a side of your life that you potentially rejected because maybe certain responsibilities came about and you had to let certain things go. You had to ignore certain jobs or get a job that paid more money. You have the Hermit here. which interestingly is looking, it's kind of a dark hermit. It almost looks like a homeless person, like hiding out in like a subway station or something. Nothing against homeless people, but somebody that's a little bit more on the destitute side. It's like looking back on time, looking back on maybe where we were happier then. Here, with underneath him, he's got the Ten of Swords. So a life accumulation of problems, of traumatic sequences and situations, of people either mistreating us or us being in situations that didn't lend to happy outcomes. You know, perhaps what we traded certain things for didn't pan out in the way that we had hoped, and now we're looking longingly back on our life, our previous life, you know, the happy-go-lucky person that perhaps we once were. And if you weren't a happy-go-lucky person, then, you know, that's fine too. I wasn't either, you know, but I did enjoy my life, and I'm still enjoying my life. Show me the Dancer. Show me the Page of Wands here for the Six of Cups. So you have the Wheel of Fortune. So situations in the past feeling good, like you were in the right moment at the right time, the right group of people. It was kind of like a very high vibe energy here that I feel. That Six of Cups too, it almost feels like you're with connections that felt like they're the right people for you. There's a very validating connection here with the Six of Cups, a very validating, happy, harmonious energy that I'm picking up on. A very, very a very likely happy time in your life. It feels perhaps a lot of love, a lot of flowing energy. It just feels very free here. And with the Four of Pentacles, I almost feel like that drabness of the city here. It almost feels like that's the surroundings, and we're trying to hold on to this past energy, you know. Now we're like met with the reality of like some darkness, some age, some things happening in our lives that maybe we weren't ready for, or they've just kind of surprise, here they are, now we're here, you know. It's kind of that energy. Show me the Ten of Wands with the Hermit. The Queen of Cups coming through, Cancer. That is your energy. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. So yeah, it's like reminiscing, but also looking back on things. How can we get this? How can we re-engage this energy? How can you feel good about yourself? Maybe this is part of this whole thing about summer vibes, feeling good in your body, looking for external elevation. It said elevation, not validation. It said elevation. So I have to go with what it said. Keywords: fresh, creamy, beachy, comforting. Again, I feel like I'm like showing somebody about like perfume, but elevating the senses, feeling good about your skin, your body, you know, what you're putting in your system. You have the Empress here as well, which is also a very big indicator for self-care and the need for it. Here with the Two of Pentacles, if you look at this card, you have somebody literally on a yoga ball doing sit-ups, you know. So I feel, and change here, you know, the card is change, this is change. Then we have failure and success. So it's like things that we may have felt like we couldn't attain, we're able to attain, we're able to succeed at these things, but we have to put in the energy. Perhaps this is something where you're juggling your efforts now because maybe you have a family, maybe you have children. And I also can see this as wanting to have a child as well. This is not going to be for every Cancer, but whomever it's for, I hope it is helpful. With this, so too, if you're longingly looking back on the past in a rigid way, in a sad way, it's really important that you look through it with a lens of compassion and kindness towards yourself. Try not to beat yourself up. Perhaps the Ten of Swords. The swords represent thoughts. With the Ten of Swords, it talks about getting to that ultimate, you know, place, which it does talk about endings, but like, what does that potentially look like? It could be that you've had a lot of really negative mental self-talk, perhaps a negative view about yourself, whatever it may be. Here with the Queen of Cups, we really need to break through that with a level of nurturance and compassion towards ourselves, because that's the only way things change. You know, you have to accept where you're at before you can make changes to it, you know, and allow the process to be. You have change here, the Two of Pentacles. So this can talk about juggling two different lifestyles, two different experiences, potentially trying to go back to a situation from your past that you really enjoyed being part of. I don't know if you were a dancer. I don't know if you were part of the liberal arts or actor, dancers, whatever it is, but maybe there's something about that you want to get back involved with. Maybe this is literally getting your body to a position where you're comfortable in your body again. I feel here too, this is connecting. You have the Two of Swords, the Judgment, the Two of Cups, and Temperance. What I'm feeling here is the intentional connection with a person, and I feel more like friend, more platonic energy, more love friend energy. I don't know if this is necessarily like romantic, but it feels more love connection, like a friend or a family member, sibling, whatever. I feel like some of you want to have a buddy. You want to have a person that you can connect to maybe do more things with, to bring some light into your life, to have more fun with. And some of you are worried about reaching out to a person because maybe you feel like they'll judge you, especially if this is in regard to getting your body back in alignment. Some of you, I talked to a really good friend of mine and I was like, let's do this exercise thing and let's Zoom meeting and like have little exercise thingies, and nothing ever happened to it. Nothing ever happened of it. And I'm not blaming anybody, but like things happen and things don't happen. And I don't know if that person was ready for that or not. I was ready, but so I'm doing my own things on my own time. But like, I feel like opening up about something here is important, Cancer, and it's important to face that fear of judgment. You're just putting effort and energy into yourself. If somebody's willing to do that with you, so be it. It's a good thing, if they can. If they don't, so be it. You have Temperance here, though, which is also talking about blending things in the right order. Temperance and the Empress, also an energy where we really need to be mindful of the things that we're putting in our system. Food, particularly water, drugs, stuff like that. The skin products that we take care of our bodies with, nurturing our systems. I feel like this is a very health conscious reading. I feel that this is a very like take care of yourself reading, but also family oriented as well. I do. So if that's not your thing, might not be your reading. Show me more for the Two of Pentacles. So you have the Queen of Swords flying out here. So this is being very, very Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. I like how they're mirrored here. For some of you, I feel like emotions run high when it comes to self-accountability. Also, I will say for those of you who are trying to get pregnant, if you haven't been able to get pregnant either because of excess weight or because your body isn't in that position, maybe it's not fertile or whatever, this is really being objective about the situation, not trying to blame yourself. Bodies are bodies. They do what they do and what they can do. Here it's like we almost have to have a more objective look at things versus in our emotions. And with this emotional Queen of Cups, this is more so around this Hermit energy with the Ten of Swords. So where we've been really hurt or where we've been really self-sabotatory in the past, it's really asking us to look in on that and actively heal that, With the Queen of Swords, if you are trying to implement any type of like workout regime or new dietary supplements or eating differently, this is being really, really straight up with yourself and just doing it, but not diverting from it, not letting it go, not letting it fall away. This is like very much like go, 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 and that can be a little bit difficult for people just because it requires you to be accountable for yourself, but this energy is supporting it. This also can talk about situations dealing with like the medical side of motherhood as well. So I don't know if you need like IVF or something like that, but perhaps that's a route too for somebody. For those of you with children here moving into the future, I feel like there's an energy here I don't know, like some of you have partners for sure, and that's not an issue, but like what I'm picking up here is somebody that might need to be like mother and father to a child, or like you have had to rely on yourself entirely. If you're a parent already and like you're looking back on your life being like, God, I wish I could like get back to that time, or if I could just, you know, be like 50 pounds lighter or something, or like more happy again, what would I give? Well, you'd give it attention and start to work towards it, because you can have it, but it's going to require you to juggle a bit more. It's going to require you to cut down on things that maybe haven't brought you that kind of success, that have brought you a certain amount of failure. And those things can deal with definite like laziness, overeating, drinking, just kind of being like in a blah state of mind and body. We want to invigorate ourselves. We want to get a different perspective on ourselves. We want summer vibes, whatever that is. I feel here with this energy, if this is not a masculine energy in your life, King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, I almost feel like this is your energy, Empress and the King of Pentacles. I feel like it's like having to be mother and father to a child, having to be the main breadwinner. And for some of you with the Five of Pentacles here, that has caused you to, maybe you've been able to take care of the finances, but it's also caused you to forget about yourself a little bit or put yourself on the back burner. And it's not something that's really fair to you. It's helpful to your child. It brings security. But what about you? Like, if you're not in a happy state of mind, if you're not happy around yourself and in your body, it shows to your child. It's something that they grow up with. My mother was a morbidly obese person, okay? Like, I was around somebody who was very upset in their body, someone who felt like they were trapped in their body all the time. I grew up around that, That was hard to process for me, because I always felt my mother wanting to be a different thing, not being satisfied with who she was. And when children see that type of energy, somehow they manage to figure out how to not accept themselves, how to not like themselves. For me, I learned how to become a compulsive overeater with my mother. She would give me these giant portions, like literally for the size of like, spilling off the plate, food to fill up like a starving lumberjack that had cut down a forest. And like, she'd set that in front of me, and like, here's this teeny little kid looking at this food, but I'd eat it all because that was a portion to me. That was what I grew accustomed to. And so, and it was a comfort. And I saw her comfort eat. And then at some point, I think I was like 14, I started comfort eating too, like seriously comfort eating. And so, I've been the gamut of everything. I've been 300 pounds. I've been 127 pounds, crazy town, But what I'm saying here is, if we have children around, and if we're dealing with these type of back and forth feelings about how we view ourselves and how we feel in our bodies, it's going to translate to the child in some way or another. Be sure about that. It will. There's little sponges. Children are sponges. They pick up on you. They pick up on your energy. They pick up on your surroundings. They pick up on your vibe. So you might as well have summer vibes. Yeah. Moving forward here, though, I feel, Cancer, you guys are able to attain what you want. Like, literally. Like, this is a very simple reading, and for whomever it's for, but like, I feel like this is getting back on top of the game here. You have the Six of Coins, you have the Seven of Pentacles here, bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups, and then the Six of Pentacles again. Six of Pentacles showing up twice here. Now, what I want to say about this is, you're able to figure out a better situation for this. Give me the Empress, and okay. Don't stick. Yeah, so you have the Eight of Swords here with the Empress. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the Fool here, okay? This is about new beginnings here, Cancer. This is about being bold about your life. If this is wanting to become pregnant, you're going to do what you need to do to get there, okay? If this is being a parent already and wanting to get back to a certain weight in your life, or wanting to get back to a certain time period in your life where you just felt freer, start incorporating it. You can have it. You can change up the situation. With the King of Pentacles here, Um, this is a very rigid energy. It can be. It's very dutiful. It gets the job done, but a lot of the time it's not somebody that is necessarily fun loving or fun to be around. They're very much like, no, we must have a process here. We must get this attain. And that's great. You know, it does supply money. It does make sure that you're not hungry, but like, and things are taken care of. But where's the fun? Where's the fun? You have the Seven of Pentacles here, where this is like a deep evaluation card, okay? It's really looking at long-term investments here. It's looking at all of that type of energy. What are you putting your effort in, you know? It's asking, what I'm feeling with this card here, I'm going to move this Fool. What I'm feeling with this card and the King of Pentacles is like, what it feels like here is feeling like you're stuck in a routine. Feeling like you're stuck in a routine, even if it is to stabilize your life and the child's life or your family's life or whatever it is. It's like feeling like you're stuck in a routine and you need to have more freedom. For some of you, the Six of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles, there's a lot of finance in this reading as well. And it's all about doing what you need to do to get the best finance possible for yourself. So I definitely understand hard work for that. For some of you, the Two of Pentacles is literally going to ask you to... It offers you the opportunity to utilize a talent or a hobby of yours as a potential second income, you know, whatever that may mean. If you want to like create a second job or something, I'm trying to say underneath the table, and my little, I don't know, is saying don't say that, but I said it. So, you know, I can't fault you for that. I can't fault you for that. Times are hard. But you know, if you can do everything above the table, great. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to shut my face right there. Yeah, do whatever you need to do. Okay. Here, I feel like it's like we're feeling stuck in a routine. You know, you need more excitement in your experience, you know, and so before you continue to go back into the same routine here, it's asking you to really evaluate what you're getting from that, because I feel like while it maintains or at least supplements your life, it also drags your life down. There's something about it that is not fun anymore. It's just kind of like this constant wheel, constant circle. It's a cycle that's just never ending. We want to break up that monotony, Cancer. And I feel you have the opportunity to do that here. With the Six of Pentacles here, this can also talk about Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. If you're opening your own business or doing something on a side hustle, this can talk about generating more clients for you, which is really good. And it's potentially doing something that you really like. I feel if you're trying to get pregnant, you will. If you look at this card. It's the Ten of Cups. Satisfaction. We have a same-sex couple here, but one is pregnant. Okay. So, good news. You know, bottom of this deck is the Six of Pentacles here. Now, with this too, I want to focus in on this white buffalo. The white buffalo, the Lakota Indians, they very much hold the white buffalo in high regard. It's not just a sign of prosperity. It's a symbol of hope and peace, but hope, you know. And if we've lost hope along the way here, this is really important for us to trust through prayer, through intention, through dedication. What we're working towards and looking for will come through. This doesn't seem like a giant, crazy, convoluted reading to me, you guys. And, you know, if this is resonating, I'm super happy. But I just feel like this whole situation is trying to get back to feeling good. And even if you're not trying to get pregnant, okay, this is about feeling good. It's about connecting with the people that are supposed to be in your life, being satisfied in ways that you have not been before. And it's partially due to you bringing that into your life. It's you assessing and addressing the situations where maybe we're feeling lack. Maybe we're feeling like we're holding on to negative emotional connections to ourselves, you know. Negative back talk, negative, you know, personality defects that really need to be addressed. You know, I feel like there's been a disassociation from the self. Perhaps that's the intentional distancing. Perhaps that's the intentional distancing that was mentioned here. Take off, significant detachment, watching things get smaller and smaller. Okay, so if we are trying to lose weight, watching things get smaller and smaller. Intentional distancing. Okay, what does that mean for you? Intentional distancing from things that are not working for you anymore. For some of you that are dealing with like IVF and wanting to get your body back into shape, or dealing with pregnancy, acupuncture can also be very, very helpful for that as well. So consider that. I don't know what this means. Maybe it's just for you guys. I don't know. Pearls before swine, sharing your knowledge with those that want it, pulling back from those who do not. I don't know where that resonates here for you, but if it makes sense, it makes sense. Either way, bottom of this deck, you have, or the third card that came out, you have success here. Bottom of the deck for that card, you do have patience. And I will say, underneath patience, if I can get this card, you have happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. I accept that everything that happens, I accept that everything happens in divine order. So patience, allowing things to happen, allowing process to be taking place. I love this reading. I feel like, oh my God, this isn't like tumultuous. I just feel like this is kind of internal reflection. So will you please give me some advice for Cancer? Okay, so I'm being told to use the, what are they? The Crystal Wisdom Oracle deck, the Crystal Wisdom Healing. Show me for the sign of Cancer, please. You have Azurite. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, cool. I like opening that up to the right page. Azurite. Azurite brings about profound spiritual revelation. Drawing out karmic wounds, this crystal reframes cellular memory and past contracts. The self-understanding. You are a being of infinite love and compassion. Find your core of ultimate peace and universal love. Release your toxic emotions, replacing them with forgiveness, compassion, and serenity. What you have been through allows you to appreciate the pain of another's path. Do not absorb their pain. Remain dispassionate. Detach gracefully and move on. Significant detachment. Put down your burdens, knowing you are a being of light. Resolve conflicts and forgive those who wounded you. Give someone a second chance. Honor your promises. Find the best solution for everyone. Let your dispassionate compassion encompass all. Charity or volunteer work is indicated. The healing insight, immersing yourself in the love of the divine automatically leads to health and happiness. Frequency is exceptionally high. The chakra is the third eye, crown, heart, throat, soul star. Timing is Virgo and Aquarius, and the soul path is keeping an open and compassionate heart. I feel that open and compassionate heart, Cancer, is definitely pointed at you. It gives offerings of new beginnings, but also, again, of hope, of promise, of things coming to fruition, you know. Give me some more here. Show me advice here for Cancer, please. Two more. Okay. Thank you. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician. So with this Cancer, what I'm feeling here is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very active card. It's mental activity, but it's also, once we have that mental process through it, we create the physical activity. It's going after what you need. Communication definitely is key here. So if you're kind of holding yourself off from communicating with a loved one or somebody that you want to have in your corner as a support system, please don't be afraid to do so. Judgment here is also asking us to be very, very clear about how we go about things from this point forward. It's also asking us to look at our internal self-talk, the way that we perhaps put ourselves down, the image, I'm getting the image that we carry about ourselves. Allow that to change. It's all about to change for you. You have to put the effort in, being very, very serious about it, but it's all about to change for you. This is addressing the past energy and how we got to where we are now, okay? With the Ten of Pentacles, yes, this can talk about a lot of money being generated, especially if you are venturing into a side project or something that you're bringing apart on your own. But this can also communicate energies of family, of people in our life for reasons. You know, these are the people that have legacy with us. You know, perhaps if you need to get some time to yourself, lean a little bit on your family. Maybe that's something that you can do, you know, mother, aunt, cousin, uncle, like whatever it is. Like maybe the kids need to go there for a day so you can have some time to dedicate to your plan, because it benefits your child, it benefits you. There's something here. And I know not everybody has a child, but it's being very presented in this reading. So I just have to talk about what I'm feeling. With the Magician, it's all about get up and go. It's feeling like you have what you need to make it happen, whatever it is. And I feel like you're very empowered here, Cancer. I feel like there's a lot about to change for you, but it's required you to change yourself. And I feel that there's a healthiness to that. And again, this summer vibes, feeling good in your body, looking for external elevation, you know, fresh, creamy, beachy, comforting. I don't know what that means, but I hope you find it. So I'm going to stop here. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you choose to. If you want to donate to my channel, it definitely helps me out. So yeah, I hope you guys are good. Take care. Bye, Cancer.